Need a GTA video unless it crashes, right? Right? Come on. Why can't you just work? So, as I was saying, Blue's Clues was a big show, and it was, if you don't know what Blue's Clues is, it's about a blue dog with blue paws, and it was kind of like, I don't know, it wasn't really like a, and they were like, it took place in the house, and you have to find out where, the whole point was every day you have to find out where the dog is. You have to find out where Blue is. So you have all these clues, and the dog is hidden somewhere for some freaking reason, and you have to find out where he went. So you're like, where's Blue's Clues? So you like have all these clues, and there's this guy named Steve. Well, he used to be Steve. I don't know what his name is now, but so Steve would run around. And you would go like, okay, we have this. There's Blue. There's another clue. Here's another clue. Where is he? And then you got the salt and pepper shakers. You've got the mail, the Blue's Clues mail from fans or whatever, and all these other stuff. This is a vigilante to the right, by the way. The car I can't get. And so that was an awesome show. The next show I'm going to talk about is Rugrats. So Rugrats was a show about, what was it, 4 babies, probably a 3 or 4-year-old named Angelica and the other parents. So there was, I guess they were kind of getting into mischief. These babies would get into like trouble with stuff, and then Angelica would try to blame them, or Angelica would get in trouble, and then they tried. It was Chucky, Tommy, Phil, and Lil. And the only reason why I remember that is because I named my 4 goldfish after them. Yes, that's how much I love the show. I love the show so much that I named 4 fish after the babies. Yeah. So Tommy and Chucky were they were from different parents. Phil and Lil were twins. They were boy and girl though, so it was what was it, fraternal twins? I think. I get 30% off the expensive motorcycle. I might want to get that, but I think it's still gonna be really expensive because it's $1 million. So, I want that motorcycle though because it's really fast. But anyways, it was Chucky, Tommy, Phil, and Lil. I mean, I don't really remember a lot about these shows. I just remember kind of some of the names. I have them on my phone too, so maybe I can just start looking them up. Teletubbies was about 4 little alien alien creatures, I guess, with like different faces and stuff. Defend the targets against Justice League. No! Justice League is supposed to protect us. But anyways, that's what they were all about. How's this server looking? It's kind of busy. A little bit on the busy side. There's a lot of people on the server. Anyways. Yeah, Teletubbies. Clifford the Big Red Dog. Obviously, he's a big red dog, if you can tell by the name. And basically, but this dog was not only just a big red, he was a giant, like, I'm talking like enormous giant dog. That's why we call it the Big Red Dog. I should do the stunt jumps in this game sometime too. Complete all the stunt jumps. Yeah, he was a huge dog, and that's why he was called. And then he would he would try to like walk through like parks and stuff, and then he's like, Clifford, no, you're too big. You're a big giant thing. You know, I can't. These are just names of the shows. I mean, I can't remember a lot about them because, you know, it was like upward of 20 years ago. So trying to remember all about all these shows is kind of difficult. Rocket Power was when I was watching like 4 or 5. Like, I've never been huge into SpongeBob, and that's not because I didn't like SpongeBob. It was simply because my parents would not let me watch SpongeBob, which was horrible. So I had a horrible no, I'm just kidding. I wish I watched more SpongeBob, because that is a really freaking funny show. But it was, so was it Rocket Power? So Rock Power is all about skateboarders and these like kids who like were running around skateboarding places, and they would like skateboard against people. And I'd never been in, like huge into skateboarding. Like I've had skateboards when I was younger, when I was actually into the show still, but I never actually got into skateboarding like as a hobby, because I couldn't get past just riding first, so I couldn't even get past that. How was I supposed to get past? How was I supposed to get past that? The just general driving if I can't riding. If I can't get past general riding, how am I supposed to get past? How am I supposed to get good at skateboarding? That's what I'm trying to say. But it was a lot of fun to skateboard. The show was really good. I especially liked when they there was like this indoor. At one point, they switched the show. There was one episode where they did snowboarding, like indoor snowboarding, which I thought was really awesome. So that was one of my favorite shows growing up. I don't remember a lot about it, but the next one is Hey Arthur. Now Arthur, I had no idea what the hell Arthur is. He's some kind of rat mouse thing. Like they have all these bunny. Like he's got a friend who's a bunny. Like I don't remember the names of the other characters, just Arthur because show name. But it was just a weird, strange combination of different animal characters, which is kind of interesting, and they all kind of work together to do things. That was pretty cool. Got lucky with that thing. But yeah, it was kind of cool to just. I'm gonna go up to Chiliad. Let's do it. I'm gonna drive up to Chiliad. We're gonna go up the mountain. Because I don't think I've done it with this car before. If you've never been up to Chiliad in this game, you don't play this game. Way 2, 3. Can I land 4? I count that. I landed that one. But anyways, Arthur was about. I remember the trick or treating episode. If you remember any of these TV shows, this probably will be more relevant to you. If it's hard to explain if you don't remember, if you never watched these shows, because again, 20 years ago, hard to remember. Well, maybe it was 18, but still, it was more than 10 years ago. So don't have the best memory of especially TV shows I used to watch. So it's been a while. Anyways, the next show I'm going to talk about as I scroll through I watched a little bit of Bob's Builder. I never watched the Flintstones. Bear in a Big Blue House. I watched that show basically every night before I would go to bed. And the Bear in the Big Blue House was about... Ow. That was necessary. Are you going to chase me now? Okay, good. What the hell are you... Well, sorry, man. Sorry, I didn't know I was a problem. Bear in the Big Blue House. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. The Bear in the Bleak House. This is going to be me trying to speak these... This is going to be me trying to speak these TV shows. Bear in the Big Blue House. I want to look at the motorcycle because I'm curious how much it's going to cost. Probably going to cost way too much money. Where is it? Where is the Tron bike? These are cool. They don't have any money. I had this one before, but then I sold it because I was like, what am I going to do with that? Like, I really was not going to do anything with that car, so. Okay, maybe it's in Legendary. Where is the Shotaro? Oh, no, it's the... Oh, no, it is Shotaro. Oh, it was $2 million. But still, can't buy it because I can't. There's another bike that's pretty fast as well. I think it's in here. I thought it was in here. But the Shotaro is the fastest bike in the game, I think, right now. You know, eventually I want every car in the game, but you know, that's a little expensive. Quite expensive, actually. I swear they had a bike. It was somewhere in it was... I could have sworn it was... Let's go all the way down. Anyways, I'm off topic now because I'm in GTA mode because I want motorcycles and stuff. Where is it? Could have sworn it was a bike in here. Anyways, if you ever start GTA and you don't have like a lot of money, get this bike first because baddie is pretty fast. Looking for the bike. I thought that still existed. I don't think they erase bikes. I don't think they remove any bikes. Not the cliffhanger. The Dynamite Blade. I don't know where it is. This is weird. Maybe it's in Legendary. Maybe I just missed it. Scrolling through too fast. There it is. The Shitsu Hakucho Drag, which is a less expensive bike, but it's still pretty goddamn expensive. Which is why I can't get anything in this game. Because it's so goddamn expensive. I know I have to put it in the bank. I always do this. Whenever I have extra money, always gotta deposit it. Because you don't lose it, and it doesn't get stolen. Alright, let's keep on going. So, what was that? I was on VeggieTales. That's another TV show. Should definitely watch it. I was on... Oh, okay. Really foggy up in here. I was... Ouch. Sorry, my bad. I was talking about this game... No. Hold on, I gotta pause to recollect my thoughts. The bear, the Blick Blue house. The Blick house. I love the bear in the Blick house. Bear in the big blue house, Steve. Alright, we're gonna try to climb up Mount Chili at this one. The bear in the big blue house was amazing to listen to watch. I'm not focused today at all. Don't even know why I'm making these episodes. The whole point of this is for me to talk about stuff I can't even focus because I'm trying to climb up this stupid mountain. But the bear in the big blue house was about a bear. And it was kind of a huge children's show when I was growing up. Is that all I want to say about it? I think that's just about it. It was just a bear in a big blue house. That was it. It was just a show that, like, they'd hang out and play. I mean, a lot of these children's shows are, like, very similar to each other. It's all about, like, having the bears talk to the kids. Like, they're actually real. You know, maybe realistic stuff. Oh, this is a way up. I think I've ever... Oh no, this is the way up. Went the wrong way. Let's go up this way. Can do it. We don't take paths. We take shortcuts in this game. Because that's how we do it. Get up there. Get up there. Oh, here we go. Go, come on, up the mountain we go. Okay, let's switch. That's basically my childhood shows. Nothing else to really say about that. I was gonna talk about music today, but I decided to change the topic to TV shows because last time I talked about video games. So let's move into my earlier years with SpongeBob. Shit. Supposed to get over there, but I guess I didn't. Okay, we're gonna wait until I blow up, or I don't. Okay. SpongeBob was a show that, I mean, I watched that after. I mean, wasn't watching when I was like 8, but I definitely started watching it when I was 10, and I watched a lot of that show. The next show I used to watch a lot of, and I basically watched every episode of this show, was Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. Now, Jimmy Neutron was about basically a boy who was like basically a scientist, inventor, extravaganza, and he knew everything about inventing all the toys, not all the toys, all the gadgets and he came out with new inventions. And basically every episode was about him making some kind of invention that did something cool, but then it's kind of screwed over someone else. Oh, they're having a lovely time. As Lord Big Steve approaches, spins out his tires. And then their wonderful time turned into evil. I missed them. She's dead. Now you're dead. And now I'm going to fly right off this cliff. So, Jimmy Neutron was a huge show I love to watch a lot. What else? What else? I don't have anything really else to say about this show. Come on. This stupid thing. Alright. Jimmy Neutron. That was a big show about, and then he had like characters like Miss Fowl, Sheen, Carl, who likes llamas and stuff. I'm good at doing impressions. I'm okay at doing impressions, actually. I'm not the best. Okay. So, what else? What else show? I'm gonna scroll through while I'm. It's gonna let my car go. Hopefully I land this. I'm not touching anything, by the way. Then as I got older, I started watching shows like Drake and Josh. I watched a little bit of that. I mean, there's a combination of different shows I'd watch. Cat Dog. That was a little. Cat Dog for me didn't last very long. Though it wasn't very on as much as I liked it to be. But I did watch a lot of that show as well. Hello. Shut up, Ron. I know I have shipments to do. A little bit busy driving here. So as I'm going to hit this guy into the ocean, we're going to talk about another show. Oh, he's just going to stop. We're going to watch him, see if he does anything. He's just kind of stuck there. Oh, it's dead now. Umbrellas! Swim! Swim, umbrellas. Oh, jeez. Swim! Don't think they can swim. That was close. Nope, they just sink. What else? Over the fire. Haha! What else? I didn't watch a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Danny Phantom I watched a little bit. Basically about a kid who's like 14. And then he jumped into this strange machine. And it was like designed to unveil a world unseen. Come and catch them all, he's Danny Phantom. But then his parents thought he was quick, but you know, Danny, his parents made this machine, and then when he turned it on, it just quit, and then okay. And then Danny, he took a look inside of it, and then there was a big flash, and just things just changed, and his molecules just got rearranged. And then before he woke up, he didn't realize he had glowing white hair. He got white hair and glowing green eyes. He could walk through the walls and disappear and fly. And he was much better needed than the other guys. And then he knew what he had to do. He had to stop all the ghosts that were coming through. And he's here to fight for me and you. Gonna get some out here in the phantom. Gonna get some out here in the phantom. Gonna go down the phantom. Yeah, I know the lyrics of something. And then there was Jimmy Neutron, you know, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. Gotta blast into the stars. You know, he buys candy bars, and then he's a kid with a knack for invention. He's a superpower mind, and it's a mechanical Kanon. So it's a mechanical Kanon. It's Goddard, and then he blasts through the day of said destruction, and then this is the big sun. Then that's Jimmy Neutron. Then there's Fairy Odd Parents, and then so Timmy was an average kid, and no one understand. And then Mom and Dad were Vicky, and Vicky were always giving him commands. Vicky was his like babysitter. And then bad twerp. And then it's something in his room. Something fish in his room. And then his magic fish grants him every wish, because every oddity in that it's odd parents, fairy odd parents. Wands and things and floaty crowny things. And then odd parents, they're fairy odd parents. I never knew those lyrics. Lime loose, babadoos, green news, baba juice, giant steak, birthday cake, large fries, chocolate shake, and everything a kid could dream of. And there was odd ferrets, fairy odd parents. You flip your lid with you and me and fairy odd parents. And then yeah, right, bomb. I don't know what I'm doing. What else? Get out of my frickin' face! I mean, I'm trying to make a video here, and they're just getting in my goddamn face! Get out! What else? Oh, and the Penguins of Madagascar. So, that was like a... It was originally Penguins of Madagascar. So basically, if you'd never seen, the show... What the f... Okay. I'm dead. Madagascar escaped to Africa. No, is it? No, Madagascar. That was the second one. So Madagascar was the very first one. It was about like 4 different animals that traveled. I'll do movies later. I'm not going to talk about it, but basically, Penguins of Madagascar was a spin-off show from that. And I need a new car because some assholes blew me up. I don't like this game. Why can't people just normally drive in this
Mutual
game?
Insurance.
Man, this place is pretty fucked up. Shit, fine then.
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels?
Okay, let's get the Kuruma back. Thank you.
I'll get there as soon as I can.
Alright. I had some other shows on Cartoon Network too. There's my vehicle. Adventure time. Come on and grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands. Jank the dog and Finn the human. Friendship never ends. Adventure time. So Adventure Time was a really awesome show. I didn't watch a lot of that show, but I definitely remember watching some of it. You know, we have Dexter's Laboratory, Ben 10, Ed, Edd and Eddy. I mean, Cartoon Network was probably in codename Kids Next Door. We have Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Laszlo, Camp Laszlo. I mean, there's just a lot. My gym partner's a monkey. I watched that a little bit. And then as I got older, I mean, I could talk about all these different shows. I don't know what just happened there. I was kind of just distracted. Star Wars: The Clone Wars, I watched a little bit of that. And then you get to the older shows, and I kind of like got bored of them. I got bored of the cartoons, and I kind of switched to some kind of. I think my first one was Animal Planet's The Most Extreme, which is basically the different animals and like their different kind of things that happen to them. I started to watch. I think it was called. This game starts to lag after a while. But I started to watch things like, I think one of my first sitcoms, quote unquote, I guess, is, my parents showed me, Everybody Loves Raymond. So I used to watch that because it was kind of reminding me of, the days of Drake and Josh. And then as you know, times progressed, and you know, things got, you know, I started watching. I started watching Big Bang. Now, at first I hated Big Bang. I thought Sheldon was the most annoying person in the world. But for that show, if you've never watched it, you really have to get used to Sheldon and his annoying tendencies. And I get it, the laugh track, as people have been saying before, is a little excessive, and it kind of is, but after a while, the show is actually kind of funny. Obviously, I've been slacking on my shows lately. I mean, I've been trying to watch Breaking Bad. I've watched a lot of those episodes, and then I've got into the realm of Game of Thrones. Now, Game of Thrones is still to this day my favorite series. I watched the whole freaking thing. I watched the whole series. I caught up in 3 months to watch that series, and that's been my favorite show ever since. So until something else comes on that's better, that's my favorite shows. And I know I didn't really talk much about each show, but I was kind of just mentioning shows that I used to watch as a kid. And if you have your shows and you want to like mention them in the comments, you know, comment down below. Seems like every time I end this episode, I always end up down in this ditch, and I really don't know why. Well, last time I ended this episode, let's go to the other side of this ditch. Let's go. We're not gonna end it off in this side of the ditch. We're gonna end it off. I don't want to end it off there. I mean, this is a cool looking river. I think that somebody should do something with this river. This is such a small little thing. It'd be cool to see the dam break too. I think in the game does that happen? No. But that'd be cool to see. Somebody's driving over there. But I'm gonna drive around this track over here, and I'm gonna end this Monday Driving with Steve. As of last week, this series got a lot of support, and I mentioned in a vlog this. I'm not sure if I, but I get to upload the vlog because, you know. But this series has gotten like 10 views, and I don't base the series on the amount of. I mean, I base it on the views, but I look at the views as people enjoy and are like to watch the series because they click on it, not just because I just go, oh, it's 10 views. It's just more of people enjoy it, and I know people enjoy it. So, I'll definitely be making more of these. Again, this is a weekly thing. I just kind of talk and stuff about different topics. As you can see, I'm running out of ideas very quickly. I have a few more ideas like music and maybe sports and stuff, like all my sports that I play. But if you guys have a topic selection that you would like me to talk about, definitely leave it in the comment section below, and I'll definitely check it out. But anyways, this has been Monday Driving with Steve. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Leave a like, comments, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.